Hello viewers, you are tuned into BSU Television. In this video, we shall be discussing the advent of ICT in automobiles. My name is Aondo-verr. Stay tuned as we proceed with the video.
Information and Communication Technology (ICT) has mainly contributed a lot in the transformational breakthroughs in the automobile landscape, adding a huge variety of sophisticated functionalities to making a car intelligent. All of these functionalities has a supreme purpose to making driving experiences easy and comfortable.
Hello viewers, we are here at El Shaddai Motors, Bank Road, Wurukum. Here with me is Mr. Johnson Ejoga, Director of El Shaddai Motors, a professional in car dealing. Okay sir, Mr. Johnson Ejoga, how long have you been into this business?
I've been in this business for 13 years.
Okay, wow, 13 years.
Yep.
So what can you say about automobiles?
Automobiles, when you say automobiles, it includes drivable vehicles, in most cases cars of different types.
Okay, sir.
And it depends on the particular area he wants to talk about in automobile.
In automobile industry, some of these ICT features has been adopted and will be outlined below. Number 1, artificial intelligence. AI mimics the cognitive function of the human mind. Unsupervised learning would be used to detect parts failure. 2, advanced wireless communication. Dedicated short-range and long-range connectivity. Transaction from an ultra-low level of latency to 5G. 3, advanced GPS. Global positioning system (GPS) within a car have become a necessity with the growing complexity of the road network and the increasing unpredictability of the traffic condition. GPS systems traditionally play a vital role in the navigation desired destination.
Okay, so we're talking about a manual car and an automatic car.
Okay, manual vehicles were first established long ago before automatic vehicles. And manual vehicles, when the manufacturers looked at it based on ICT, the computerized era, they realized that a vehicle that is automatic will be better and easier to drive than manual vehicles.
So what are the possible differences between the both cars?
The differences between the automatic and the manual vehicles includes 1, the automatic vehicles takes less fuel than manual vehicles.
Okay, my name is Matthew Igbabo. The difference between the automatic cars and manual cars is that simply for automatic cars the car controls you, while for manual you are in charge of the car.
My name is Sylvia Cassie. Basically for the manual you need to keep changing your gears. You select your gears yourself. Gear 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 as the case may be. But for the automatic, the car is designed to select the gears by itself. You know, for the manual car you have the clutch. You know, but for the automatic you don't need the clutch. The car does all the selecting of the gears for you. So all you need to do is, if you want your car to be on park, all you need to do is put it on park. If you want to drive, just put it on drive and the car just selects all the gears as it moves along. That's the basic difference.
Second, it is easier and comfortable to drive than manual vehicles. Thirdly, the stress that you put into an automatic vehicle, you put more of that stress in manual vehicle. For instance, when you are driving to a very long place, if it were to be manual, you exercise more energy on the manual vehicle than the automatic vehicle. because the manual vehicles, when you want to downgrade and upgrade in terms of exchanging of the gears, putting from gear 1, gear 2 to gear 3, you have to use one of your legs, in most cases the left leg, to press the clutch before you engage the gear.
For automatic car, you don't need to change your gears manually because the system is automated, in that once you start the car, you engage the gear and put it on drive, and as you accelerate, the car moves and changes the gears by itself. Whereas for manual, you need to change the gears, like the name goes, manually by yourself.
But in automatic vehicles, you don't need to do any of those things. The vehicle had been programmed to select the gears based on the sound of the engine and the way you want to speed off the motor. Yes, the automatic vehicles are better now because of the less stress and the benefits in driving, the comfortability associated with it, unlike the olden days manual that people were using. So based on such comforts, people prefer to drive automatic vehicle now.
I prefer automatic cars because they are faster and they are easy to work with. In fact, I think some of them have Google apps, and then you can see your location from the Google apps. You can get to know your location even when you don't know your location. So I actually prefer the automatic cars to manual cars.
Alright, to me the automatic is preferable. Why? Because when you check it out, manual car has more stress. When handling manual car, you discover that it takes a lot of energy. You have to eat very well before you operate manual car.
Yes, if you are to compare automatic and manual cars, some people prefer manual car if it is by choice. Some people prefer the manual. But when you are talking about essentiality, even me, I prefer the automatic cars. Let me say, sometimes in 2018, I was driving a manual car and I had an accident. If it was an automatic car, that accident would have not occurred, because to go and match the clutch now before you match the brake, in the space of some seconds, was impossible for me because I was not an expert. But if it was an automatic car, you just have the brake and the throttle. Simple as that. So,
for me, as an individual, I like activity. I hate boredom. So I prefer the manual so that I can select my gears and it keeps me busy while driving. But when it's the automatic, you just put the gear on drive and it just keeps moving. I have no work to do until you park. So to me, it's boring. Although most people prefer the automatic because you have no work to do. But for me, I prefer the manual so that I'll keep myself busy while driving.
Okay, it depends on the occasion and where I want to go, but generally I prefer manual cars because, like I said earlier, manual cars, you have control of the car. You change the gears the way you want. So I prefer doing that the car controlling me by changing the gears all by itself.
So between the both cars, which one has more ICT concentration inbuilt?
Yes, ICT as it is a modern feature, and vehicles with ICT inbuilt are modern vehicles associated with automatic. There are manual vehicles that are modern too, but they have less ICT compared to the automatic vehicles. Because when you talk about ICT in the automatic vehicles, there are a lot of features there. So the ones that have much ICT compliance, they are the new model automatic vehicles, not the old model automatic vehicles. Most of the vehicles that have this ICT compliance is vehicles from the 2000s up. Yes, in most cases, probably you get them in 2003, 4, you may get it below that, but in most cases from 2000 up. The newer they are, the more ICT compliance or comfortability or benefit that you derive from them in terms of less fuel and a lot of other features of which I don't know whether you want to know those ones.
Okay, so you can still tell us the features.
Okay, the major features that are visibly applicable to these modern vehicles. One, we have the rear camera.
Okay.
They call it rear because it's a reverse camera that focuses at the back on your behalf. There is no need for you to turn your head the way it were, to look your back, to see where you are going. So with the help of the ICT, there is that provision there in modern vehicles, automatic with ICT. When you engage the reverse gear, there is a screen on the dashboard there. So your work now, everything is to be watching the screen on the dashboard. You will see any obstacles at your back there to enable you to take position. And because of the ICT as well, it has GPS. Even based on that too, you can receive your call without picking your phone. And secondly, we want to travel like from here to Lagos, Kaduna, Boko, Kasnala, and other areas now. You just need to program your screen, the address of where you are going. Because when you look at it critically, it has from to on the destination on the dashboard, the screen, for you to enter those informations now. When the vehicle is going, you see where the arrows are. When you are about reaching like let's say about 200 meters, the vehicle will give you the sign. Some vehicles will even announce 100 meters you make right, 200 meters you make left. So that's how the program works. The reverse camera has a light at the back or a sensor. So the system transmits the information at the back, the picture at the back now, to the brain bus, where it's submitted to the screen to enable it to be featured right there for the user of the vehicle to see. So that's how the reverse camera works. Some vehicles too have it in the front camera, but that one is very, very rare. The purpose of that one is to notify you in the night when there are potholes or any obstacles on the road for you. But it's a very rare feature. Okay, sir.
Do you think it's the advent of ICT that has made manufacturers producing automatic cars?
Yes, that's true. Because before the advent of ICT, there was no such automatic cars. Because automatic cars works directly with the brain box, and the brain box is a handwork of ICT. Because the brain box now transmits every information that the vehicle used, which were inbuilt in the brain box by ICT. So that is where it determines when gear are supposed to be selected, or reverse camera supposed to work, and different other stuff. That's ICT.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much, sir. I really appreciate for your time and your attention.
You're welcome.
Oh wow, that was impressive from Mr. Johnson. I think the automatic car is more preferable to the manual car. Automatic car is a whole lot of vibe. Stay tuned as we get to know more. Don't touch that dial.
Generally, the world is developing and technology is improving day by day, not just in car security but in all areas of life. Technology is improving day by day, so is also car security. As you have called it security is also to enhance the security of the system. In case of theft, it is easier for you to be able to locate your car in case of theft, or to be able to find its location, and that's basically it. So it's not as difficult as then when your car is stolen, you have to contact police everywhere to look for it in every state. Now the security is there, the technology is there, you can stay where you are and be able to know where your car is, or be able to stop it at whatever point that it is. So,
hello viewers, thank you so much for your time. I hope you have been informed about the advent of ICT in automobiles. I remain your host, Ikuje Mercy Ochanya. Thank you.